Hi guys, welcome to Jungle Safari Thursday. Today we're going to be reading The Monkey Who Wanted the Moon. Samia lived in the jungle with her family and all the other animals. They had a great time playing among the trees. At first, Samia's mother would hold her by the tail so they would not stray too far. The little monkey did not like this at all. She wanted to go into the jungle and poke her small nose into everything. Samia grew quickly, and soon she was big enough to wander about on her own. She loved all the beautiful things she saw. She loved them so much that she wanted them for herself. One day she was out exploring when she saw something shining in yellow. She put out her hand and grabbed it. Ah! It was a cactus flower, and the sharp thorns on it hurt. Samia ran back to her mother, crying. "Don't grab at everything you see," her mother said, rubbing Samia's poor, sore hand. It wasn't long before Samia had forgotten all about the cactus. She was off again, looking for something new. In the tall grass, she saw what seemed even more beautiful than the cactus. She reached out her hand to take it. Grrr! A jaguar with golden eyes and a very bad temper jumped out, snarling fiercely. Samia ran and didn't stop until she noticed something on the ground with a zigzag pattern. She touched it, and it was warm and dry. What a lovely toy, she thought. She tried to pick it up, and it moved. It was a snake. It uncoiled itself and shot into the air, its tongue flicking from side to side. Samia ran until she came to a shady tree. There, above her, she saw a coconut even bigger than herself. "Oh, I must have that," she cried. She climbed up the tree and reached out for the coconut and gave it a push. Zzz, whizz. A crowd of angry wasps swarmed around Samia because the coconut wasn't a coconut at all. It was a wasp nest. Samia ran back to her mother. She had been stung all over. "Silly," said her mother, gently rubbing Samia's left ear, the only place that didn't hurt. Samia was soon climbing up another tree, the wasps forgotten. There, among the branches, she found a nest with some amazing white things in it. She didn't think they belonged to anyone, so she stretched out her hand to scoop them up. Then, just as she reached the nest, "Squawk! You leave my birds alone! You leave my eggs alone!" shouted a bird. "You little monster, you!" "I'm a little monkey, not a little monster," chattered Samia, before clambering down the tree again, away from the bird's sharp beak. Samia thought she would keep away from birds, but she still loved climbing trees. She sniffed and snuffled along until she came to a beautiful tree with pale green leaves. Up she went, until suddenly she saw something bright red amidst the pale green. How she wanted that lovely red thing! Samia took it in her fingers and gave it a pull. Screech! The red thing was a parrot's tail. "How would you like me to pull your tail?" asked the parrot angrily. "I wouldn't," cried Samia, and away she scampered until her tail was still safe. Down by the lake, Samia saw something else. It was a gentle blue flower without a single thorn. Samia picked it up and sat in the sun, holding it carefully. It was her very own flower. She carried it back home, but by the time she reached there, the flower had wilted. It flopped over her hand, no longer beautiful. "If you had left it where you found it, it would be beautiful still," said her mother. Feeling cross and sad, Samia went back to the lake, where she saw the other little monkeys playing with the lovely stone. Samia wanted it so badly that she ran towards them and grabbed it. She ran, with the other monkeys chasing her, chattering angrily. But before they could catch her, Samia threw the stone into the lake. Now no one could have the stone. Angry and sad, Samia crept back home again. That evening, Samia's mother took her out in the moonlight. They climbed the tallest tree, and Samia looked up to where the sky was filled with stars. There was the moon, too, big and round. Samia wanted the moon. She left her mother and reached out to grab it, but she tipped over and fell down and down until a big bird caught her and took her back to her mother. I wanted that lovely, shiny, round thing, sobbed Samia. You can't grab the moon, said her mother. Some things are for yourself, some things are for others, and some things, like the moon, are for everyone to share. You don't have to own things to enjoy them. Samia looked at the big, bright moon and found that she could enjoy it just by looking at it. Suddenly, she was the happiest little monkey in the world. The end. Hope you guys enjoy the story. See you next time.